things down. It is about time for somebody to be expanding. I'm actually kind of shocked that Next hasn't expanded, since he seems to have kept Deamon pretty much contained in his base with that cannon rush, but if he comes outside now, you'll see that he's got 2 pylons out of there. What do we got here? Do we have an immortal drop? Possibly, possibly. And the first Void Ray is out, heading towards Demon side with the dropship, or Warp Prism, sorry, going to drop off Immortals. So the Immortals are in the back of Nexus base, and the Void Ray is coming to defend. The Immortals are making a break for the mineral line. The Warp Prism turned into a Warp Prism, but didn't stay there long. Now the Immortals are going to town on the Stalkers that were defending the base, and they had little problem with them. So now they're going to town on the probes. Let's see. 7 kills, 8 kills. 9 kills on this one Immortal. 9 kills at 50 minerals per? That's... crap. I can't do that fast math in my head while trying to commentate. 450 minerals, so I would say that Immortal paid for himself. We have another Warp Prism coming out, which maybe do another drop or actually use it as a Warp Prism. We do have the Stalkers here prepared to defend against these Void Rays that are just coming up, and that's exactly what they're doing. The Void Ray did get 2 kills and 1 kill each respectively, but he's gonna lose 1 Void Ray. The second Void Ray is running home to mama after getting shot a couple more volleys, so his shields were gone. Deamon has moved up his army, taking map control by keeping Next mostly contained in his base, and it looks like we're going to have our attack on Next's base here, with 3 Zealots and 2 Immortals. The Zealots run after the cannons, and the Immortals make short work of the cannons. The Zealots are into the base, and also the Zealots played well for spotting the high ground for the Immortals. Now the Immortals are going to take out the pylon powering 3 of the gateways and the forge. So that was a pretty successful attack, if you ask me. And they had to take out that forge in order to get in the rest of the base, so they took down the forge. With the pylon, there's no more forge. 3 warp gates are unpowered, so he's got to wait for those to come back up before he can really reinforce himself, and he's going to go ahead and put down another forge. We have the Next's got a Warp Prism going out somewhere, probably loaded up with a probe, so it's probably going out to expand, not in his natural expansion. Deamon's got his gold minerals saturated pretty well. Let's check out incomes here. Income. 26 harvesters for Deamon versus 30 harvesters for Next. So Deamon's running a little shy on the harvester count. Oh, the Warp Prism played a Warp Prism. 2 Stalkers and 2 Zealots were warped in at Deamon's expansion, which they're doing quite a bit of economic harassment. But the reinforcements have arrived, and they are going to probably win this battle. 7 Stalkers versus 2 now. I'm sorry, 5. 5 Stalkers versus 2, so they've got that covered. And the probes are getting back to work. So I'd say that was a pretty good, successful harass. Deamon's throwing down his own forge, and I see we also have a Twilight Council down, and the Stalkers have researched Blink. I missed that a little earlier. The warp gate, Deamon has 5 warp gates total. Sorry, I get a little tongue-tied. More Immortals coming out for Deamon. Next has 2 Void Rays, and they are moving out towards, it looks like, the expansion. So we'll see how this works. Deamon's got the 5 Stalkers still sitting there playing defense, so it might not last long. Next does have control of the watchtower, so this could spell trouble for Deamon's probe line. Depends on if they can get charged up or not. We also have the expansion going down for Next in the 2 o'clock position on Metalopolis. So, I forgot to mention that in the beginning, darn it. What map this is, it is Metalopolis. So we have 1 Immortal and 5 Stalkers here in defense of the gold minerals in case they decide to send a ground army or warp in more units, as was previously done. And we have the Void Rays are now attacking the expansion, and the Stalkers are jumping in action, blinking under the Void Ray, and almost taking one out. But they fly away. And here we have Demon's got a pretty substantial army. About five Stalkers and maybe 5 to 6 Zealots. Let's see if he's gonna read. Oh, we got warping into the back here. Stalkers, Sentries, and Zealots. This is a double attack. We have a 2-pronged attack. One coming from the back and one coming from the front. It looks like those Stalkers are paying more attention to the door, and then they see that his probes are just getting annihilated by that back group, and the front door is being taken care of by these 4 Stalkers that are left. Oh, 2 Zealots have also made it through. So all have the Stalkers have gone down, and the Void Rays have come back to defend, and they are almost... Oh, just as they charged up, they lost. Deamon warped in some more Zealots to reinforce the attack, because he's pressing on for the end game. It does look like it's going to be a good game for next here. We got the... Oh, we do have a Dark Templar. There's a Dark Templar shrine, and the Dark Templar is on the field killing Stalkers. Does Deamon have a observer? Yes, he has an observer coming out. Whether or not it'll make it there before this whole party is over, I don't know. Next does have a lot of his probes and everything at his new expansion, so we'll see if that plays in anything. Deamon does have a couple Stalkers outside. Looks like he may have just forgotten about them in the ruckus of all this. But it looks like this is going to be a hero Templar. Dark Templar. He's got 7 kills now. Probably 8 since I don't see an observer. There's the observer coming. Will the observer make it there in time? Probably. Alright, he runs his Zealots over to be able to see the Dark Templar, and he goes down. Well, I would say that this looks like it. He has destroyed everything in Next's base. All Next has is... Oh, Next has left the game. So Deamon has, in fact, won the game. Ooh, I didn't mean to hit that. Well, that was the first commentary, and hopefully many long ones to come. So I hope you enjoyed that, and please come back, subscribe, and I will hopefully post another one tomorrow. Thanks much. Bye.